Hey, Big Dave the Middle Age Gamer here with another episode of Fallout 4 Sim Settlement 2 Reborn. Where else are we going to be? We're in Sanctuary. As you can tell from where the eye can see, this place has been effectively scrapped. We got one doghouse here. Everything craftable here, because that's what everybody does. And let's be honest, it's the same thing to do. Got a new Coca-Cola machine here. Found this on Nexus. It's a cute little thing. Immersive coffee mod is what it's called. Let's play with that real quick. You look at the drinks. You have black coffee, herbal tea, immersive coffee, which this is a total shout out to the former MXR. I say former, he's not dead. He just got kicked off of YouTube because, well, YouTube did not like his React channel. Let's just say that. As you can read what it says, it's, I mean, honestly, I would love to have a mug like that in real life. Don't get me wrong. And we got Irish coffee, Tarberry tea, Wasteland coffee. What do? They caffeinate. Black coffee gives you +1 intelligence and a bit of an AP and health regen. Immersive coffee, just a health regen and a bit of a charisma boost. But considering what I'm wearing right now, has me at a frickin' 10. Yeah, I don't think so. Off camera, I also found a captain's hat, so I have a +2 endurance now. And this is possibly the derpiest thing I've ever worn. And my spouse looking over my shoulder and nodding in approval at that statement. Okay, so moving on. We have this right here, the Robco Backyard Robotics issue #1. Let's read it. You've collected an issue of Robco Backyard Robotics and included components to build your own recruitment radio beacon. Featuring 100 exciting projects from Robco. Build your own radio transmitter. Control Mr. Handy from your TV remote. Communist detector. All circuitry and blueprints included. Additional materials not included. $50. So, now that we have that, basically what that does is gives you no excuse. Go to your handy-dandy little miscellaneous and build that. We are going to put it right here. Well, that's great, but we have no power, so we need to do that next. So we go to our handy-dandy little generator. Well, we need a point in science and some nuclear material to build anything bigger than a medium generator. So we will build a medium generator because we're going to need plenty of power early on. So now that we have it hooked up and we've already got our first person, well, don't care about the settlers right now. Now we wait. See that gentleman in the distance there? Walking ever so painfully slowly towards us. That's okay. And we're hungry. So let's eat something real quick. Go to our food, pop some cram. We are properly fed. We're still tired. We'll eventually get to that. I'm not overly concerned right now. Don't mind the groveliness. Having my morning coffee.
You're willing to work hard.
It's immersive as fuck.
You can make the Commonwealth a better place.
And there he is.
Yeah?
And sometimes it'll hang up. I think it's just got to cycle through the damn recruitment song. Or whatever the hell you want to call it. I wish you didn't have to wait for it. Because this can potentially take a little bit. You see in the top left corner, homing beacon strength 4.02%. Remember, I'm a real-time lord now. So, that means I'm The TARDIS is trying to call me home. And we discussed this before. The tortoise is a ways off that way. And there's our new settler. Oh, for the love of Pete. I might just speed this up in post-prod. Or maybe not. It's almost over.
Attention. Commonwealth residents.
Okay, so it looks like I've figured it out, and this is a noon issue still. Alright, so what we need to do is type in the following. Set stage, SS2, _, Sir Ick. Yeah, that's our thing. MQ01. That's not a 0. 10.
As I was saying, I think you're who I've been looking for.
There we go.
Can I help you?
I heard your radio broadcast. Sounded as if you were starting some kind of settlement. Is that about the right of it?
You looking for a new place to settle?
Not me, no. But I have something that might help you with those that are. Here, catch.
Today, Sam. The whole basis of the mod, the entire story, hell, the entire series. Remember, this is Sim Settlements 2.
It's called an ASAM sensor. If you're going to be building settlements, these things are what you'll want to use.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
I think a demonstration is in order.
Oh no.
Place that ASAM down on the ground somewhere. Go ahead. Any old spot will do.
Nothing like quality assurance testing.
Okay, never heard that before. Oh, that's great. Okay, so we're going to go over here. Yeah, fine. I already committed. So we're going to go to our handy-dandy little settlement mode. We go to Sim Settlements all the way on the end. Oh, we can build a city planner desk. We should probably build a city planner's desk. We're going to put that. We'll put it somewhere where you're just not going to be able to stick a plot. Now, this house is good for plenty of plots. Let's go in, and I don't mean the Reddit kind of plots either. I was going to stick something here, but I already got something in there. That's Sean's crib. Hey, you know what? The bathroom will do just fine. Want to make sure we have that queued up first. That's important. Alright, a resi plot. Let's start right. Yeah, let's start right here. Close enough. All right, I can fine-tune it. Yeah, it looks good. Let's get out of there.
Congratulations! You've made the smart move of choosing Rocker brand ASAP sensors for your city planning needs. Unlike other less reliable multi-purpose sensors, Rocker brand ASAP sensors offer the level of versatility and connectability that you deserve. Rocker brand ASAP sensors, America's #1 sensor solution. Distributed upon ship of Voltec.
Nicely done. Don't mind the ASAM. It's just scanning the area for materials.
Yeah, I just realized that was a hell of a dig towards Vault Tech there. First, the little disclaimer. And secondly, other less reputable. I mean, that
Now
is.
for this next part, I'm gonna.
You'll see
pretend to
more
be
as we go
someone
along.
who's come to work for you. So just play along, all right? Boy, I sure am glad I found this settlement to live in. But oh no, there are no homes available. And I don't know how to build one myself. I guess I'll just have to rely on whoever runs this place to build a home for me.
Don't sell yourself short.
You're right. If only I had a little guidance, I could probably build something myself. But wait, what is this? Why, it's an ASAM! Just the thing I need!
What do you need it for?
That is a great question. You see, with an ASAM, there's no barrier for entry when it comes to building something. All I'd need to do is follow the step-by-step instructions provided by the ASAM. Here, let me show you.
Hold on just half a second here. I'm supposed to have something queued up, and I don't. All right, let's go to MCM. It looks like it's stalled, but it kind of hasn't. It's just a bit it's got to go through once you press the button. There we go. I want Holo time. Control status on, time mode, game time, show time on, show time bar on, widget position, fine. Ah, right. Just hit the H button and look at the top left.
Sensor. Your role in the construction is pretty much done.
All right, we're just going to stay out of the way and we're going to watch.
Just about anyone in the settlement can claim the area and start building for themselves.
Is that a functioning bed? Oh, it's a sleeping bag. You can't sleep more than like 3 hours in one of those things. You need an actual functioning bed if you want to get a full night's sleep. No roughing it for you.
The directions that the ASAM provides are so easy to understand,
For
even a
survival
savage
mode.
could do it with no problem. Right, just one more nail, and finished.
A man's home is his castle, and no one understands that better than Robco. Our ASAM sensor technology offers citizens unrivaled freedom of DIY home design. Built using locally sourced materials and designed via our patented dynamic easy-build blueprint software. With Robco brand ASAM sensors, everyone can have a roof over their head. After all, a warm and dry citizen is a productive citizen.
And there you have it. A fully built home. Ready for habitation by some lucky wastelander. And you barely had to lift a finger. Not too shabby, huh? So now that you've seen what they can do, what do you think? Are ASAM sensors something you might be interested in?
Well, considering that's the basis of the story, what's the catch?
What's the catch?
Ah, saw that coming, did you? You're right. There is a catch. Unfortunately, right now I only have the one sensor on me. However, I can provide you with more. And once you have more, I can show you even more stuff you could build with them. Homes are just the start. But first, I'm gonna have to ask for a little task done in return.
Of course. Just tell me what you need help with.
All right, here it is. I got me a workshop in a town called Concord. Nice enough place, fairly quiet. Or at least it was. But just recently, I returned from a trade run to find the entire town overrun by raiders. And now I can't get near my workshop. A small group I could deal with, but there's too many for me to take on alone. So I'm gonna need someone to help take them out. So there it is. That's the job. You help me get rid of these raiders, I'll give you more ASAMs. And show you how to build even more stuff with them.
Don't worry. I'll help you deal with these raiders.
You will? Oh, that's great. Okay then. Let's head to Concord and show those raiders who's boss. Lead on.
Okay, so. And once again, we got to go to Concord. Alright, so, but before we do that, I need a drink. So I'm sure you noticed that I built a water fountain right outside the house here. Gonna need as much help as I can get my grubby little paws on. I am not made for combat. At least not this iteration of me. Who knows, a few regenerations, I can get myself back into shape. Who knows? Anyway, you know, for the middle of the day, man, this place looks like hell. It is hazy. And it is blocking out the sun. Yuck. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is actually not go to Concord. Alright, so we got this fool here. You know. Alright, so we got a drifter outfit, which has a little more protection than the gear I'm wearing. And let's get out here. Under armor, maybe. Alright, that's the drifter out. Oop. And don't want to take it off. That's, yeah. Alright, we're going to stick with the stun baton because, you know, guns. I've made that perfectly clear on numerous occasions. We have a tuxedo. Which, Alright, we got a dead doggy here and a tire iron. So, let's do a side-by-side. It doesn't hit nearly as hard, and it swings just as fast. I will stick with the stun baton. Come on, get me up there. Okay, we got more guns. And some booms. I'll take the booms. Actually, before we do anything else, we should probably drop off the junk. Junk. Lovely junk. Kira was such a trip in Fallout London, wasn't she? Alright. But yeah, gotta love this lovely hellscape we live in, huh? Alright, so we just amble back over here, drop off the crap we don't need. As I said, I'll keep the grenades. I don't mind throwing shit. Alright. I understand the need to survive, and I will do what it takes to survive. I would be the kind of doofus to min-max shit like that. Yes, I would. I fully admit it. And you know, I would not carry cigars or cigarettes on me, but I would definitely carry money. Let's put all the ammo up. Especially since don't have. Now, I think one thing about survival mode in a melee build, you don't have to worry about wasting inventory space with ammo. Yes, ammo is light, but one, it does add up, and two, not all ammo is light. The heavier weapons, the ammo can get kind of ridiculously heavy. Now, the next stop we're going is the Red Rocket Station. There's something I need to pick up there. Check that. There's someone I need to pick up there. And we'll turn this into an erstwhile base. At least until we get... Where is the dog? There he is. Hey, buddy.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Okay. So, let's start grabbing stuff. And not park my keister on the chair. Magnetic butt syndrome. Unique to Bethesda games. Okay. You led us to the meds, which is what good boys should do. Right now, we're just waiting for the mole rats to pop up. Oh, our first fusion cells. A hard hat. Let's take a look at the hard hat. Listed under clothing. It does protect a little bit. A lot better than the sea captain's hat. Armor bench. A vase. An empty milk bottle. A Nuka Cola. Alright. Pack of cigs. More cigs. That's just sellable crap. Let's open the door. There we go. And we got a level in all the chaos here. Not bad. And we've been affected by an illness. Insomnia requires more sleep, and we're overtired. Okay, so first things first. Put the weapon away. Second thing, time to loot all the dead mole rats.
Hey,
Oh, sorry, pup. Mole rat meat. Mole rat teeth. The teeth are junk. The meat is, well, meat. Okay, so now we need to level. Level without having to save. Alright, get to know your YouTuber. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put a point into Major Leagues. One thing about me is, back in the day, I was taught numerous fighting styles by different people. I am skilled in fencing. I am skilled in heavy weapons. Both single-handed, sword and board. Well, not both, but single weapon, sword and board, and Florentine style in all cases. I used to date a girl who was part of what's known as the Society for Creative Anachronism, or the SCA. And they took to me like stink on shit for. Okay, probably done a better analogy, but that's the one apparently I decided to choose. Fine. Anyway, so they taught me a few things, and while I never really stuck around, they thought I had some serious potential to be one of their better heavy fighters. So, one thing you never forget is how to fight. Now, your ability might wane over time, but that's just because of your, as you get older, you tend to lose a bit of strength, you tend to lose quickness, you tend to lose endurance. That's just part of the process of getting old. But the knowledge of how to fight, that never goes away. So, I hit harder now. Okay, so I'm overtired. I have insomnia on top of it all. Coolant schematics. That's a quest item. Why is it here? Oh well. Doggo, I'm trying to get the broom, buddy. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is scrap the crap out of the red rocket. Okay, you saw that herbal antimicrobial. That's not going to do me a lick of good right now. But the antibiotics will. That will kill your illnesses, Durable antimicrobial will resist them. So we're going to down that too. Because after I scrap, I'm going to sleep. So I'm going to build a bed here. This is going to be my base of operations for now. This will eventually become a settlement, but not right now. Okay, we'll grab everything. Is there something out there? No. Okay, weapon bench. Don't forget, when you scrap, there's a cone behind the stand here. I'm turning off the music because I don't want to get a copyright claim. Fix automatron visual effects. Bethesda sincerely apologizes for their buggy software and hopes this removes that annoying red headlight and or sparkling ground orbs on your automatron. So, we just need to read that a little more often. Alright, we're going to hit that so we can access it, drop all the junk. Except for the money. And, who doesn't carry a pencil around, right? Okay, drop the fusion cells for now, just because I don't have any weapons that use them. And we will drop off the mole rat meat. And the Nuka-Cola, because you can make stuff with the Nuka-Cola. Okay, everything else can stay. Hey, we got a stealth boy. Nice. Okay, drop off the captain's hat. The pipe pistol. Alright. 25 out of 95 pounds. Lovely. Okay. And I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. Okay. Well, let's take care of the food. So, we will pop a yum devil eggs and a pork and beans, and that loses, and we just lost a pound of excess weight. Okay. So now, it's time to scrap. So we're going to speed this up so you guys don't have to sit through this whole goddamn thing. And that should get me in a good enough spot. Okay, we've drunk enough. Now we're going to get some sleep. And once we do that, we're going to hit up the mole rat den. Partially because we can. There we go. We are well rested. We are good to go. We are safe. Just as importantly. Now, if you follow back that corner of the red rocket, it will lead you to the mole rat den. Don't forget to grab all the goodies. And our first brain fungus. Good stuff. Alright, let's go in. Alright. We've done this about 4,000 times. Doesn't matter what you've played or how many times you've played. Chances are you have been in here. Okay, they are here. Alright, we've stirred up the hornet's nest. That's fine.
And that's how it's done.
Damn, Jake! I'm glad he didn't hit that. That would have been fried YouTuber. Okay, black rim glasses. Okay, I don't know if you noticed the tag on there that said sunglasses. Well, we'll get to that. Basically, anything that marks that will actually darken the field of view. I mean, in here it doesn't really show that much because it's dark anyway. But I'm sure if you could spot it enough, you could see the difference. Plenty of brain fungus here. Now, plenty of dead mole rats. Plenty of crap in here that we can take. And yeah, you could put you could say that there is an emphasis on crap, but that's okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you're wondering why there is a bobblehead in here. There is a story mod called Forville, which I clearly have installed. But that's not going to, in and of itself, be in play for a cool minute. Okay, that's the way out. Don't want to go this way. We want to go this way, follow the radiation, because we got our first fusion core. Don't mind the rats, we'll be fine. Trashbusters Award, Mr. Benson! On behalf of the Boston Regional Office, I'd like to congratulate you and your team on winning the 2076 Trashbusters Award for the greatest year-to-year waste reduction by a single store. Respect for the environment is an integral part of our corporate image, and we appreciate your innovative efforts in this regard. Sincerely, Gerard Phillips, Vice President, Boston Region. Yeah, you see how they did that. But yeah, we'll take a fusion core, no problems. Alright, not much else here. And okay, well, it's not fully quiet yet. We got one more little booger this way. And this is why it pays to have the stranger with you. He's a quick draw, and he is vicious with that laser pistol. Glad he's on my side, right? Okay, we'll get to that safe in just a bit. Teddy bear in the muck. Do not drink the muck. So if you inadvertently start putting your hand out to drink towards something you really should not be drinking, go quickly tab into your Pip-Boy and then back out, and that will cancel the animation. After 10 plus years, y'all should probably know that by now.
That's it.
But if you don't, now you do. Alright, some booms and some junk. I can dig that. Alright, so we're done here with nary a scratch. Mainly thanks to Jake's efforts to keep the mole rats off my self. Let's get out of here. Okay, back outside. Let's go back and drop off everything. Somehow missed that. Well, I can explain exactly how I missed that. My perception is normally pretty low. I thought we already established that in the first episode. Alright. So we're back at base. Drop off all the junk, and there's plenty of it. Take the pre-war money with you. That stuff can be handy. Okay. Oh, no, wait. The crispy squirrel bits. The brain fungus, on the other hand, yeah. Oh, that's a nice cold nuke cherry. Okay, we'll keep that. Can't really make anything out of that, but mole rat meat we can. We got plenty of food. We'll put these up. Not normally, yes, I am opposed to drug use, but if I discover that drug use would allow me to survive, I'm all for it. This coming from somebody who's on prescription medication. So, so there is that. Okay, so we're done here for now. So the next stop we're going to go, actually, is we're going to go back to bed and bake this in. And now that it's baked in, we're going to head towards those power pylons. Actually, we're going to head first towards that water tower. Not just because there's some wild mute fruit here. I should probably start crouching again. Okay, so there's a couple we need to watch out for. One we don't quite want to go to yet, and one we really want to go to. Potato Blossom. And that is... Okay, that's Abernathy Farm. I don't want to go there yet. Okay, you see in the distance, that's Wicked Shipping. We don't want to go there either. But we do want to go to this trailer. Alright, so we lost the connection to the TARDIS. That's fine. I'm not overly worried about that yet. We're still in the process of gathering ourselves. And all that good stuff. Alright. We're going to head to this little spot. This is one of the goofiest things I have ever seen in my life. This, as soon as we mark it, I'll show you. Actually, it already is marked. I don't know why. This is Cletus's Brahmin farm. This is from the mod Brahmin milk in the Commonwealth. Not available on Nexus. Oh, no. Oh, no! The Brahmin are dead? Something killed the Brahmin. But anyway, you can fill your water bottles in here if you want some dirty water. Actually, somebody let out most of the Brahmin and killed one. Should realize that with the gate being open. Which means there's something here. Right. Okay. Okay, there's one Brahmin trying to make her way back. The hell? Right, Radstag.
We showed them.
Well, hello, Mr. Handy. I think it just took a little while for everybody to show up, huh? Okay, so... And right next to it is the ranger station. We're going to go here first. Oh, that's interesting. I think I might be starting to paint a bit more of a picture here. There's supposed to be some bloat flies here, and there are not. Runaways holotape, bubblegum in a laundered green dress. I've done. Okay.
Nice.
Wasteland survival guy. Permanently take 5% less damage from melee attacks. That's actually pretty damn good. Alright. We're going to bake this in. You are hungry and thirsty. Well, hunger's easy to deal with. And... I'm just going to eat some cram. Not overly worried about the thirst right now. Let's get some dirty water. I'm not going to drink it, but there are some recipes that specifically require dirty water and not purified. Okay. This is the underside of the Brahmin farm. There's some disturbing things under here. But early on, and the fact that it's kind of clipping in and out, I think it's just... This place has never been designed, you know, the cleanest design, but it's fun. That's why I have it, because it's fun. And there's a bit of an unmarked quest in this as well. Okay, here come the girls.
Only opens with a key.
And that's basically the quest, is to find the key. Okay, so Rad-X, Mr. Handy Fuel, and we're overweight. Well, we have something that can help out with that. Well, getting that gun early on, if I used it, would be nice. Okay, we have 1 pound left, huh? And the saw is too heavy. Ah. Okay, so we'll put the... Where is that saw? Back. It's a 3 pound saw. Okay. So we got to make a bit of a run back to a settlement. Now, if we look at the map, we need to head northeast. So we're going to head back to the Red Rocket. Oh. It's fight time. Now, using that water tower as the Concord water tower as a marker is a good idea, considering how close it is to the Red Rocket Station. We got some stuff we need to drop off. And then we're going to go back to the Brahmin farm. Alright. That's just all sellable at this point. And We'll just hold on to the Molotovs for now, because we're starting to get a fair amount. I'm not putting on a dress. Oh, right. I wanted to show you guys, now that it's a little brighter out. Alright. What happens if I switch between the glasses? You see, it does get a bit darker. I'd rather have the lighter glasses. Okay, blood packs. Jet. Also because I can improve upon those. Plenty of meat. Hub flowers, potato flour, brain fungus, dirty water, purified water, some wild mute fruits. Is there anything I'm missing? Oh. Ammo. Yes. Okay, so next thing to do. There it is. Alright, let's head back to the Brahmin farm. And that is southwest. And we're doing it this way because in survival mode, your compass markers will basically not be there until you're on top of them, basically. So, no point. In that case... Oh! A dead bloaty. Well, at least we know what took out the bloaty. What the hell did the bloaty from the ranger station doing over there? Wow. Okay, so back at the Brahmin farm. We'll take that powerful gun. Okay, I'm only going to show this to you guys, but we're going to leave it here. Because this is one hell of a cheat weapon. Absolutely not. That would make the game a little too easy. And we got blood packs here. And plenty of ribeye steak. And our first ice cold Brahmin milk. Now you may be looking at the ribeye steak and going, damn, that's plenty of food for a while. We'll get to that part in just a bit. Now, as far as the ice cold Brahmin milk goes, that goes under drinks. If we look at it, it's 1.45 per second for 1 minute and 40 seconds. That's 100 seconds. And that is about 145 health. It says right there. I'm an idiot. Okay. And it replenishes up to 500 AP and gives you a plus 10 strength bonus for 20 minutes. Yeah, this shit's a bit OP, but that's okay. There's some undone Brahmin meat there. And now we're going to go up in here and inside and explore the rest of this. And the first thing we find are plenty of drugs to go with the Brahmin milk. We're going to go through these in just a second after I collect all these. Alright, let's go look at the drugs. Okay, we have Broadjet and Bromium. Broadjet, I mean, you look at that. Plus 10 strength for a minute, plus 10 endurance for a minute, plus 65 health for 15 seconds, plus 35 AP for 15 seconds. Okay. Now you notice strength and endurance as the Broadjet gets stronger, gets longer. That's fine. The Broadjet also slows down time for basically the amount of time based on version number. That's in minutes, by the way. And it doesn't even handle the same way as a typical jet blast. It just makes everything a lot more sluggish for you, but it puts everything to a practical crawl. Which also means you fall slower too. So that, which can be a bit of a problem. I'm not a huge fan of the Brojet. The Brahmium, on the other hand, is much better. It's a shot that allows you to move run a lot faster. The strength and endurance, and all the AP, stuff like that, works the same as the Brojet, but you just move faster for a certain amount of time. Time does not slow down, so I like that a lot better. Nothing in there. Another toolbox with goodies. Not everything here is to be grabbed, which is kind of unfortunate. We'll get to the fridges last. What we're going to do instead is get weighed down. Well, I think you know what's coming next. Oh, and did I forget to mention, ice cold Brahmin milk also caffeinates. Dog meat! Well, he just opened a cabinet that has a bunch of bowls and tablespoons that are basically falling at me. So I guess we gotta gather these up. And there's a bunch of stuff on the table here that I wasn't ready to grab. We'll just read this, though. Cletus's Brahmin milk recipes. While cooking with the Brahmin milk, I noticed that its unique makeup causes it to have a steroid-like effect on whatever it is mixed with, amping up the effects of that food or drug item. So here are a few recipes that will make your time in the Commonwealth more enjoyable. Foods. Bowl of sugar bombs equals 1 generic bowl, not glass, ceramic, silver, or plastic. 1 stainless steel spoon. 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. 1 box of sugar bombs. Cream of Brahmin soup. 1 generic bowl. 1 stainless steel spoon. 1 carrot. 1 Brahmin steak. 3 potatoes. 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. Brahmin omelet. 1 Deathclaw egg. 1 Brahmin steak. 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. Drugs. Brahmium 0.5. 1 Nuka-Cola Quantum. 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. Brahmium 1.0. 1 Mentats. 1 Nuka-Cola Quantum. 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. Brahmium 2.0. 1 Brahmium 1.0. 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. 1 Nuka-Cola Quantum. 1 Mentats. Brahmium 5.0. 1 Brahmium 2.0. 1 Brahmium 1.0. 1 Brahmium 2.0. 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. 1 Mentats. Brojet 0.5 is 1 jet, 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. Brojet 1.0, 1 buff out, 1 jet, 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. Brojet 2.0, 1 Brojet 1.0, 1 buff out, 1 jet, 1 ice-cold Brahmin milk. Brojet 5.0, 1 Brojet 0.5, 1 Brojet 1.0, 1 jet, 1 Mentats. So yes, there are plenty of foods you can make with it. Now, let's read Cletus's diary. Day 1. Hit the motherlode today. Came across an old farm of sorts with 3 functional handymans. If only I could find a way to get them to follow me, then I should be able to get a bunch of caps for them. Week 2. Been messing with those handymen and looking around this place for a week now. It looks like this place was set up like that place Grey Garden, except it looks like this place was made for cattle instead. It looks like they ran out of cattle and this place just set after that. The robots did a pretty good job of keeping the equipment clean and running. There were even light bulbs in the fridges. Week 4. I managed to get my hands on a couple of Brahmin. I started thinking that if I could get this place up and running again, that would be worth more caps than the 2 robots. Wish I hadn't broke that other bot now. Week 32. Been way too busy lately to write in this book. I got the place running and was even able to get some of the old milk machines fixed. With help from the bots, of course. Got some of them out in the Commonwealth right now. In Diamond City, Bunker Hill, the old airport, the old fort, and in the 3rd rail in Good Neighbor. Week 53. Managed to find 2 more feeding troughs and I got more Brahmin. So now I got 1 trough for each of my Brahmin. Week 69. Nice. Finally got the second pack sewed together today. Now all I need to do is figure out how to get one of the robots to start running deliveries. Then I can take a break. Going to give the new pack a beating tomorrow. going to take the machine that I got fixed over to that place called the Covenant. See if maybe they would let me set one up there or even outside the gate. Maybe there'll be someone there who can make me another key for the machines. If this one got lost, I'd be screwed. So I'm just going to keep it on me so nothing can happen to it. Came a long way this past year. Went from scavenging for my next meal to a successful business owner. All it took was some hard work and I'm set for life. Just need to fix me up a place to stay now. Maybe that house over the hill looked pretty solid last time I went over there. Maybe that house over the hill. Anyway, we should probably look towards Covenant when we're in the area and see how that came along for dear Cletus. Because he sure as hell ain't here now. And it doesn't look like he's been here for a minute. Okay. And Dogmeat was kind enough to open one of the fridges, and it's stocked full of ice-cold Brahmin milk. So let's grab as much as we can carry, bring it back to the Red Rocket. And... whoops. Alright, that's fine. That'll do for now. Let's head back to the Red Rocket. And we're going to need to wrap this up pretty soon, huh? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to loot the Brahmin farm, silly. And then we'll probably call it. Next episode... you know what? We'll discuss that at the end. I'll need to show you guys. And I'm going too far north, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, there's the water tower. Which is exactly, as I said, right near the Red Rocket. And... oh my god, has it gotten foggy or what? Okay. It's so foggy, I'm staring right at the Red Rocket and I couldn't see it. There we are. Drop off the junk. The gun. Okay, still got my baton. Utility coveralls actually protect better. Well, because right now there's just no energy attacks except from Jake. Alright, the blood packs can go up. The buff out can go up. The jets can go up. The mentats can go up. And doesn't seem to be much of a difference with those, is there? Okay. Got plenty of food. We'll put up the ribeye steaks. As we found out, that's part of a recipe now. Bloatfly meat can get put up. The Brahmin meat can get put up. The thistle. The ice-cold Brahmin milks. The Nuka-Cola Quantums. The Deathclaw egg. The sugar bombs. The carrot. Potato. And we've got plenty of food on us right now, which is nice. Okay, so I'm going to need to make one temporary little container. I want a small container like that cooler, which I can put on top of the workshop. I only want to carry just a small handful of things. Keep the weight down as much as possible, including stim packs. They have weight now. We're going to get rid of the broad jet. I just don't like them. I don't like the way they feel in this game. And I think I've already explained that. And, okay, 16 out of 220. All right, one more run. Actually, hold that thought. Let's bake this in. God forbid something stupid should happen, and I missed something to scrap. And I missed something to scrap because it's got such a weird hitbox. Screw it. I don't have time to... I don't want to screw around and just milk all the time doing that. Alright, let's bake that in. We were tired from lack of... Fine. Let's get some sleep. And... take that off. Take the edge off of that. And we're hungry and thirsty. Fine. Food. What's the heaviest thing we got? It's the cream of Brahmin soup. Alright, now remember what I said before about things that... things losing their properties when you eat them to kill hunger or to quench thirst? Yeah. Pay close attention to that. Good food, you're going to want to save for power-ups. Save the crap for killing hunger. There we go. And now we'll head back to the Brahmin farm. This should be the last time. Oh, irradiated this. Oh, I missed that somehow. Got that. Got these two, though. Anybody else hear that pop pop? 'Cause I heard that pop pop. Okay, there we go. There's the Brahmin farm. We're going to gather up as much as we can get our grubby little paws on. Alright, need to pop one. It's okay, not like we're going to run out anytime soon. Okay, that's everything here. Let's run this back, and then we will call this a day. Well, at least since we slept, the fog's cleared out a bit. Right, now we're looking for the water tower as our marker. Oh, blood leaf. Okay, we're heading the wrong way. We'll come back that way soon enough. Oh, what's this? Bobrov, some booze, a camp. There's a campfire here? I did not know that. Okay, that's the dead bloatfly we've come across a few times already. Okay, and there's the red rocket. So we'll drop everything off, and I'm sure y'all noticed by now, we have gotten ourselves a bit closer to the TARDIS by being at the red rocket, and that is perfectly fine. drop off all the goodies. Didn't really pick up much outside of a ton of ice cold Brahmin milk, which is right there, 159 of them. Some bourbon, some vodka, some what? Whoop! I did not mean to stash that ice cold Nuka-Cola cherry. Once something goes ice cold, outside of the Brahmin milk itself, obviously, it's pretty much suitable for drinking only. Okay, put those up. And 18 of 210. Yeah, that'll do for now. Okay, so now that all that is done, next episode, we have a couple of roundabouts to do. Some spots like between Vault 111 and the Ranger Cabin, like right around here. There's a couple of bandit spots. There is another modded area to discover. And more random silliness. And then if you go along this edge here, there's some more stuff you can find as you make your way to the robotics dumping ground up here. So we'll do that in the next episode. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in and to help this channel grow. It's been Big Dave the Middle Age Gamer. This is Fallout 4 Sim Settlement 2 Reborn. I'll see y'all next time.